This message is dedicated to the memory of MediaCom Edinburgh's much loved and much missed colleague Murray Calder, who passed away on Monday the 5th of April 2021 after a long battle with cancer. This is not intended as an obituary. It is not an attempt to give a picture of who Murray was in life in general, as he was too many things to too many people for me to try and encapsulate all of that. This is merely a chance for me to express who he was and what he meant to us at MediaCom Edinburgh. For those of us who worked and partied so closely with him over the years, words alone seem a somewhat flimsy route to representing Murray, but they are all we have. However, I hope this personal tribute will also reflect some of your memories of Murray. Firstly, it's imperative that I state from the very beginning that though I will talk mostly about Murray's working life, the most important thing in his life to Murray was his wife Emma and daughter Saoirse, of whom he could not have been more proud. Murray joined MediaCom Edinburgh 15 years ago, having previously always worked client-side, primarily in the whisky industry. Although he struggled at first because he didn't really know media, but that was exactly the reason we brought him into the business at the time, he was soon proving that he was the smartest person in the room. His all-round experience and passion for marketing made him a very effective strategic planner. Murray also brought a passion and energy to most things he embraced. Beyond advertising, this extended to mountain climbing, dressing in black, DJing, and his beard. Regardless, he applied those very considerable professional skills across the entire MediaCom UK and Ireland network throughout his time here, at various points working in projects with every single other office in the UK. His last working days at MediaCom were spent working on the DFS business, a client in our London office. Over the years, Murray became a trusted colleague to many of us, a respected industry figure and a firm friend, but also on many occasions my personal and professional conscience. He was always on hand to advise you to do the right thing, because he believed in doing the right thing. I also think that is why Murray liked working at MediaCom. He believed MediaCom tried to do the right thing too, albeit without always succeeding, and backed you to do exactly that. Beyond all of this, though, he was quite simply our friend. We celebrated and commiserated together. We laughed, we drank a lot. We talked films and books. We watched him sashay across the dance floor in his kilt, and we argued about playlists endlessly. The thought that these things are now only memories to be treasured rather than opportunities to be sought is heartbreaking. Devastatingly, Murray was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma around 5 years ago, and though there was a brief respite a few years back, had been battling various forms of increasingly aggressive forms of cancer ever since. He decided to share his experience of this fight through Twitter, explaining to me that it meant he didn't have to give individual updates on his health condition to all concerned. This decision actually meant that Murray's influence spread far and wide as more people experienced the astonishing candour and down-to-earth wit with which he faced a deteriorating condition. He also continued to share his enduring passion for marketing. Reading his Twitter feed during this time induced equal parts joy, despair, and awe. Whichever of his alter egos you experienced, Captain Haddock, just look at the photos, Funk Soul Brother, Bearded Man in Black, Smartest Guy in the Room, or Twitter Fiend, Murray was smart, funny, and straight-talking, but also always caring and considerate. This was something he displayed until the very end. He said to me when confirming his cancer was terminal, and it was now only a matter of time, "We did some good work and we had some fun along the way, and you can't ask for much more than that." As usual, he's absolutely right, and that is why I will always be grateful I knew Murray. And to quote his favourite author, Ian Banks, and here Murray would appreciate why I'm not quoting from his science fiction work, "My gratitude extends beyond the limits of my capacity to express it." Farewell, Murray.